This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, Surya, give me the final confirmation, please. It maybe take time, so let's start, guys. Okay. Have you started your Jupyter? Yes, please.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. So we have we were talking about string. Yes. Let's start from technique.
So, declaring the string in single quotes, double quotes, and triple quotes, will any variation will be there?
Not really. There's a three different approach. Three. You can do it.
Okay.
Okay.
So that like a declaration will be same, right? There won't be any variation.
No, not really.
Okay.
So check palindrome for string. I guess we have done till this part, right? Palindrome. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So sort the data alphabetically for a string is all about. Okay, let's see. So sort the data alphabetically for a string. This is a sentence, STDAF, first letter of every word. If you want to sort this alphabetically, how it works: lst2 lst.split lst2.sort print lst2 print type lst2. Okay, so print type, if you write it, lst2.sort. So I split the data. What delimiter? By default it is a space delimiter because it is a space, so it will split data and will hold into lst2. and simple lst2 short. So if you write print lst2 2, it will be a d f all shorted. If you want to write in a proper way and sequence, it's very simple. Use the for loop for lst2, get into lst2, and then print the value for this. Yes, guys, simple.
It is sorting total string, right? It is
Starting to
sorting total. Okay.
no, I did not get you. Sorry.
It is sorting like total string or only the first alphabet it will be taking care. Sorting order. A, D, F, S, S.
Yeah, this is all the word.
But
This
like
is the one
starting in this. Okay. Starting with starting, right?
word. This shorted the alpha data. This sentence has been shorted. Simple. A, all the A word will come together. Then B word will come
First. Yeah.
later.
Okay.
Then C, D, 4, S like this. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Then class list. Okay. Alphabetically data first, trunk, string. This all we have. All right. So this is all about the string. Okay. And we'll move for the function. Okay. So I guess function Shubham is not there. So guys, please write down function. What is function? In Java, we call the function. We declare the body and define the name of the function, and inside the body we write the code as per the requirement. Right.
Yes. Yes.
So just a minute. So def, like in Java, how you define that? Void. Sorry, in Java, how you write it? Void. Right. And then you write the function name. Name. You write it anything, right? And then you define the return type. This will show you the return type. Return type is null, void. And then this is the body of the code. Inside you write the okay. But here we define any function. In Java it is called what? Method. Here it is called what? Function. So def, we define any function by def. Def stand for definition. Def stand for what? Definition.
Definition.
So definition. This is a, so guys, just understand what are the different approaches to define it. Okay, very important. Def stand for definition, and the right what show name. Okay, it's a user defined, and then you pass the argument. So this is the parameter, not the argument. Is it visible, guys? Sorry, it was yes, you can see my screen. It was freezed by mistake.
Yes.
So def stand for definition. This is the function name. This is the user defined. Then you pass the parameter. Okay. Then you write the parameter for this. And see the very important and interesting part. If you want to tell what this function is all about, you want to explain, you want to write it. So you can doc string. Technically, it is what called doc string. And indentation is very, very important for this. Three code, and inside you can write about the function. Even you can print this. This is not a normal like hashtag. Okay. So this function show name. All right, you write it anything, and that's very important again, guys. If it comes this side, you may get an exception. So indentation is very, very important. Now print name is plus, just see that. It call this, all right. Print name is, then, all right. This is your definition. This is your that part. So how you will call, you have to pass this when you get the name, and then it will come here. So the next after this, inside the body of this function, this is what the complete body of the function, this is closed. Now you will call this function by the function name, and then you will pass this argument. Although that is a name, and also you can see here it is asking demanding for the string, so you have to write a single quote. Name is Pravatek. Can you try this, guys? Fast, make it fast. Yes, Sonal, please run this command fast. 30 seconds you have, guys. This will work. Will work. Now it's better, I guess. Then okay, done. Yes, redone.
Yeah, perform in 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
1 minute.
This is good. Yes, Sonal, fast. I, I ask you guys, you have to increase. You have to know increase the pace now. That's
It's showing some error actually. Unidentified
yeah.
doesn't match any outer index level.
Okay. Why so? An indentation, I told you that is very. You have written very simple thing, but check the indentation what. Yes, what name? Surya. Is it okay? Check it, check it. Yes or no? Give me fast. Okay, it's simple. Sri, where are you getting this exception? Def show name.
And it's actually it's getting an instant doesn't match any outer induction level.
Def show name. Yeah, Sonal, it's fine. Is it running on your machine, on your notebook? I did not ask to print me, write me. Is it working on your Jupyter notebook? Def after just
Yes.
immediate indentation required here, right? It should match. You see here, this part should match. Hope you have done the same. And then I pass it Python protect, and you can call this function, and yeah, it will this name is, and then you pass this vacuum. Let's take the name and a string in demand. My name is robotic. Okay. Now see here. It is the normal way to call the function and define the body. Define the body with the code. Uh, def, see here, def get some. So what this function is all about, you write it here for the reference. This is not mandatory,
Yeah, it's
remember, this is not
working.
mandatory. It's just for the
Okay,
reference.
it's
So,
working fine.
all right. It's all good, Shrey. Just see your indentation and the flow. That's it. So this function returns sum of all elements in the list. So this function returns sum of all elements in the list, sum of all elements. Okay, see here. So I taken one variable, all is equal to 0, and then return 4 num in LST. So one, I will pass this value. It will take one by one, and it will add all this value. And see one what I have written here. Just read this statement. Return all. So what is the final value? It comes. It holds in all. It will return this. So return keyword is another approach. There's no return, right? So I'll ask you where you have to return and where not return. So if you want to print something, that's fine, no need to return. Where you want some calculation, you can put the return. Okay, got it. So this is the function, that's it, with the body of the code. LST1 gets sum 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you need the LST list of data, right? List you have called, so you pass LST is equal to get sum. See here. Give it this LST, you can. Okay, so I'm not writing this. Let's not read this. Okay, so you call this get sum. Okay, you call this get sum, and you pass this LST. You pass this argument in the list. This bracket you can see. Okay, I just define this and hold this into this LST1. You can print LST1 as well. Okay, so you see here, when you call this, it will return all. Okay, so when you call this function, it will run this and it give you output. So this output I have stored into this. Hope you understand, guys. And when I write print LST1, it gave me the output 10. Guys, is that clear? When it call this, it will return this all 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, right? And return all. So it need, whenever return all, it need to hold some output. So that's the reason I have assigned this. Print LST1.
Hello, sir. I didn't
Yeah.
get this point. So can you repeat this topic?
Which point? Which topic?
The second example.
Okay, this one.
Yes.
Def gets some. When you call this is the body of the code. As simple. All is equal to 0. This is the function LST. So it will take one by one value, and then it will. This is the shorthand. Whenever it take the value, it will hold the output. It will add the output and store into all, and then finally it will return. Okay, this is what a function. Let's call this pass the argument. So I pass this argument. When I pass this argument, it will take this LST value 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So it will take LST 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, all will become 1. Okay. So all is what? 0. Okay. So it will take the first value, right? LST, it will take the first value, right? This is what? 1. So 1, and it hold this value into num. Num is equal to what? right? Num is equal to also what? 1. Okay, and then all is equal to what? All, this is shorthand, plus num. So what is all? 0, num is equal to what? 1. So a is will become 1. Again it will get that value 2. It will treat the value 2 and then it will assign into num. So now num is equal to what? 2. Again this will be called a is equal to what? 1. Now n is equal to what? 2. So 3. Now again 3 plus, yes, 3 will be given. 3 3, yes, 9, sorry, 3 3 my mistake. 3 3 is a 6. Yes, Sonal, is that clear? Again 6 plus 4, final value it will come. So final value will 10, and then once the loop will over, it will return all. All is what? 10. So when you return this all, you see return, you have written this return all. So this value, when you call this, it return all. So where it will hold? So I have assigned this LST, and when you print LST1, it giving you 10. Yes, Sonal, is that clear?
Yeah, that sequence I understood, but why we are using this body all equals to 0 for num and all plus equals to num?
Can
Means
anyone
what
answer
is the
this?
purpose like?
Okay, let me just. Yes, Sri
Uh,
Suryakant,
like
can
I
anyone
have a
answer
doubt.
this?
Like, is this for the because the function is we used as function returns sum of all element in list. So previous one and current one will add, and in next phase also output and next that digit.
Okay, so see here, when we write in Java method, the method name, inside the method name, specs, so this is the void name, and inside then you write the code, right? Understand? So same here, we are writing, this is the method, you define the method, and this is the code. Inside this you write the code as per your requirement. There's no, yes, Sonal?
Okay. Yeah.
We are learning about functions. So in everywhere in the function, we write the define the function name and then body of the code. So we write inside this like in a brace. So here I'm writing the same here. This is the body. When you call this function, it will run this. Is that clear?
Yeah, sir. Clear. Okay.
Thank you. Now see here one more thing. I told you this is not a normal thing which you and me are talking about. This function returns sum of all elements in the list. So if you want to read that this as well, so you will directly write get underscore sum dot underscore dot. If you want to read this, doc string. This is what called doc string. So the function, you see that when I write this function returns all the functions in the list. So if you want to read this function, what is all over this function, you can call this and give it. Can you make it fast? Can you do this built-in function? Can you do this fast? Now, so Sri, what if I write print all? Yes, please.
Print all, it will display the value one by one.
What
1,
value?
3, 1, 3,
Oh,
3
is it?
plus
Okay.
6.
Can you please show me? Can you run it on your machine and show me? When I write
Yeah,
print
I'll
all.
try.
Yes.
It printing the
Voice,
what we define in definition.
voice is breaking. My question is, when I am print all, why it is not printing the output? Yes,
It's printing output what we define in the definition.
Surya, that's fine. I'm not asking about this. I'm asking about this. Hope guys clear.
Because we define get sum as this function returns sum of all, and when we print doc, means in statement, it's giving that.
Again, Surya, is it clear what I'm asking? I'm not talking about this. That's fine. I'm talking about this. What it will print if I write print all. Yes, Ray. Did you get that?
Yeah. Yeah. I got it. But anyhow, I'll try. One second.
Take your time. We can propose to the student.
In the statement, we define all as a 0. So this saying that the function it will printing all as a 0, means this function is not there.
So when you're writing print all, it is giving you 0, you're saying? Let's do one thing. Just hash it and now run this and tell me what output you're getting.
Function all.
Sorry? You guys,
It's
give me the
showing
clear
build
answer.
in function all. Build in function
Yes,
all.
right, I know that. Why it is giving you built-in function all? That's what my question.
Because for after definition we have all defined as all is equal to 0, and after we print all, it is it's showing at
The problem
function
here
all.
is like we actually define only the get sum actually. We doesn't define get sum doc, right? Definition.
I guess this is working.
There is
This
no
is
such
for
kind of definition.
Sri, tell me what is your concern about this command?
See, we actually define like get underscore sum is defined over there, but there is no get underscore sum dot doc function defined in this program. That's
Okay.
the reason it might be throwing
No,
error.
no. When this is what a doc string. Okay. This function
Okay.
is doc strings. So this is all about. Okay. If you want to, this is a doc string. It's a function itself. Okay. So if you
So
want to
it's an
print,
inbuilt function.
no. Okay. Let me just show you. Don't get confused. So let me run this. So only I'm printing this now. So when you call this, if you define anything doc string, it will give you that. Is that clear?
Okay.
Right. Okay, let me tag this. When I'm writing print lst, it is giving me sum of output 10. Okay, is it clear?
Yeah.
But when I'm saying hey print all, it's giving me the built-in function all. Why? Why so?
There is no any built-in function. All.
Come on. There's no any logical meaning of built-in all function. Yes, Shubham. Just now we calculate the value of all was 10.
Return.
Should be 10. So why it is not printing the value of all 10? Yes, Sonal.
Because we have mentioned the return all.
Okay, then we want to move this. Still it is coming. So see guys, as soon inside this, as soon it come out from the loop, as soon it come out from it, it release the value, it release the memory of what it holds. You got it? This is the memory management. So anything which inside you have mentioned in a variable, and if it is under the loop, all right, once it come out from the loop, I believe I have shown you that as well, all value. It was 1 time 1, then it was a 3, then it was a 6, then it was a 10. Okay, as soon this loop is completed, so A is finally hold this value. Okay, But as soon this come out from the loop, it release this. The value get vanish. Okay, and it hold. Actually, print is not all. This get some function hold this output and it stored it this way. Okay, so when you are trying to print all, that is what's it. It's built-in function. Built-in function means inside a function you have defined this, and there's no output at all. So it's saying that it's a part of this function which does not hold any value, because as soon this loop come out, it vanishes the value which it holds. So it does not allow to print any value when you try to print this. Hope it's clear. Yes.
Yeah, clear.
All right. So many more concepts will come, and we will talk about this concept as why it is not printing. Okay. So what kind of variable? There's a global variable, there's local variable. Okay, we'll talk about. Okay, this is a local variable. What is a local variable? What is the feature of local variable? How it behave? Okay, so inside the loop it behaves something different. Once it come out from the loop, if I'm printing, if I'm calling this, okay, you see that you're calling this from outside from the loop. Right? So yes guys, how it will. Yes, Sri, I believe you are trying to do this, right? So when I'm calling print inside this, inside the method, inside the function, not method, sorry, apology. It's not a method, it's a function. So when I call this, whatever the variable which is defined inside the function, you can call that variable only from inside the function. You cannot call it inside variable of a function from outside of the function. And you can see that 0 1 3 6 10 is coming. But what if I say, hey, help me? Okay, let me open this as well and see the difference. It directly deny, no, I'm not allowed to give you any output because I'm been called only from inside. You call me anytime, so I will give you my output, but I'm not allowed to make it any output from outside. Guys, is that clear? Yes, please. Yes, Sri, is that clear? Suryakant,
Yeah.
Shubham,
Okay.
very important, right? So
Sir, one question was that. Hello.
Tell me.
Sir, we print after this for num in list LST, we print all. Why then it given output 0 1 3 6 10? It should give the output 1 2 3 or
1 2 3 again. Guys, I believe I have shown you the loop. Whenever
No,
this
no.
value get increment, all will get updated. So that is the reason print 1 plus 2. It's a
No,
3,
no.
3
That
plus
is clear.
3.
No, that is clear.
Okay.
But after this statement, num in LST, we said print all, and after that statement, we have written all is equal to one, all plus one, all plus is equal to num. So why he should first print all and then should go to second statement, na?
Suryakant, I
This is
guess आपका flow अभी तक clear नहीं है. I guess this is the third time I'm repeating. कैसे यहाँ पे आ जाएगा ये? Print all last में आ रहा है. ये loop के बाहर का लिखा हुआ है. ये function है. This is the function. ये inside function है. ये outside function है. वही तो चीज मैं बता रहा हूँ. Right? यहाँ inside function से all को call करवाया तो print हो गया. Inside outside से call किया तो print नहीं होगा. As simple. Yes, Shivam. Tell
no,
me.
that is clear, sir. That is clear.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, let me know if it's still not clear. It should be very much clear. आपको clear होना चाहिए. Okay. All right. So let me. Okay. So how function perform in Python? Difference between global variable and local variable. So we'll get the more clarity about it. Write down. So write down some points. How function perform in Python? Difference between local and global variable. Scope and life. Time of variables. So what is it like? What is it? Lifeline for this kind of variable. Okay. So there's a two type of variables. One is a global variable. Global variable, if I define an outside from function, if I write it a is equal to 2, it will give me the output, right? You write it parent a, it's printing, right? So this is called global variable. Local variable, this is called local variable. Clear? Let me just right here. So come here. So see here. Scope of variables is the portion of program where the variable is recognized. Right. Scope of variable is the portion of a program where the variable is recognized. So if you write inside, it is being recognized as a local variable. If you write outside, it's being recognized as a global variable. Simple. A variable defined inside a function is not visible from outside. We have just seen that, right? It's not visible from inside, from outside, a mistake. Hence they have a local scope. So only local scope, only inside the function you can only access and use this. Lifetime of a variable is a period throughout which variable exists in the memory. So as soon this come out from the loop, the memory the value get vanished. Okay. So variables are destroyed once we return from function. So that is the reason we are getting this built-in function. We're not getting the output. Clear, guys? So write down some points: local variable and global variable. Just a minute. So here, local variable which ID defined inside the function is called variable. This is called local variable. Okay. You define outside this, it's called global variable. As simple as it is. Local variable can be accessed only whenever the function call, which we have written in point 1 in command. See at the point 1.1. Okay, we'll come on to this. Okay, let me just read that. This is the global variable, guys. This is the one my function. That variable tells the local variable. You write anything what you want definition. So I define one local variable. I've written the name itself local variable. This is a local variable. When we call print, this is a local variable. Print global variable. Okay, don't get confused. Let me tag this. This clear, guys? All right. LST, when I call the LST, yes, let me just go one by one. Yes, Sri, so when I this is clear, Sonal? Sonal, is this clear?
Yeah, sir, clear.
Okay. So Sonal, tell me, when I call this function, what it will print? Come fast. Yes,
It
Shri.
will print local variable. This is local variable.
Why it will print this? Okay.
Was we called here as LST. So whenever we call as a
Okay, perfect. Good. Let me just tag this, and now I will write print, and then I will say print local variable. So not only what it will print. Yes, Sri.
It will print a local variable.
Of course, why you guys still getting confused? I cannot understand. Unexpected indentation. Right, this is local variable, so it will print because it is written in print. See here, it is written in print local variable, print this, so I can access this from inside. Yes, you can print this, but what if I write print local variable? What will happen if I do this? here, and let me untag this. So yes, Shubham, come fast. It will not print, right? Because
because it is out
exactly
of the function.
the local variable you cannot call directly from outside from the function, as simple as it is. All you clear, guys? Can I get a quick response from everyone? So if I
Yeah,
print,
clear.
okay, thank you. If I write global
Yes.
variable, see here, I'm writing the global variable, it will give me no out, no output, because it's a global. Global variable you can access from outside the function and inside as well. You see here, I will just move this. Okay, so it will print 2 times. You see here. So global variable you can access inside that. You can call it if it is defined inside or it is defined. So this is the scope. All right. See here, if I call again LST, so see here what will happen. If I call again LST, so it will print me, it will call the local variable as well, and it will call print the global variable as well, because you have defined it. Okay, so hope this example will give you the clarity. Still not, let me know. Okay, I'm giving you 5 minutes. Just try all this thing. What are the things, the doubts in your mind? Just make multiple keys and just tag it and tag it and do it. I'm giving you 5 minutes, all of you. And please let me know if still any can. I understand sometimes I get confusion calling from inside from calling from outside, but it's very important to understand the local variable and the global variable. Yes, please go ahead. Thank you. Yes, John.
Yeah, Ben Verma.
Okay, it's clear, guys. Hello. Yeah, hope it's clear. Any questions you have? The difference is clear. Can I get a quick response?
Yes, sir.
Alright. Okay, perfect. So, okay, so yes or no, Shubham?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay, so that's all for today's session. Okay, now guys, we are moving to the advanced part. So it's very important to do more hands-on and get the more clarity about the topic which you're learning every day. So tomorrow we'll learn more about the function, and we'll see the different approach to call a function, return, and different variation. But make sure what are the things you're learning, it should be very much clear, because all this, the things we are using in the further concepts and the topics we are covering onwards. Thanks, guys. Good night. Anything you want to ask?
No, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Sri.
Nothing.
Okay. Thanks, Ria. Thanks, everyone.